Hi, I'm Matt with Ocean Golf Carts down in Sayulita, Mexico. And today we're going to show you how to build a lithium battery for your golf cart. Alright, we're going to show you how to go from this to this. And then this is basically a finished product right here. So, yeah, we got everything inside. There's the volt indicator. That's actually a larger BMS. But that's it. So let me show you how to do it. Okay, first off, it's super important to top balance your battery cells before putting everything together like this. What I do, I put everything in parallel, so all the positives together, all the negatives together. I just took some angle aluminum, made long bus bars, drilled all the holes, and I connect these to two power supplies. So here's the power supplies right here. I'll set those to 3.6, and before putting all of this together, what I had done is I wired everything up in series, so negative to positive, positive to negative, so that everything, this is basically a real long 16 cell lithium battery. And I hooked up my charger, 40 amp charger. Okay, so I got this battery separated into two sections of 8. And what I'll do is I'll leave positive, negative, and I'll just put it in series. And I'll go every other battery. And then I'll put these back on top. Okay, so here's something that's real important. Here is my main negative. This is where the BMS will be hooked up. Here's my first cell positive. So when I run these bus bars, I'll run it basically like a snake that goes back and forth all the way through. This will come across here, and it's continuous all the way back and forth, and this will be cell number 16 in my main negative. Or sorry, my main positive. What I like to do is lay all of these out, and then I hand tighten my negatives so that these don't walk on me. And I'll show you how that goes in just a second. This one right here, I have a especially long, I want to say it's a 60 millimeter bus bar. That one will go across right like that, and so on. Okay, I like to put a piece of banding material to hold this thing together. You can see I also use a piece of epoxy sheeting just to protect this, because this is just a plastic skin and it's aluminum right behind that. So you can see we go through, this will continue all the way, and we'll come all the way down to cell 16. Alright, I have all of these just hand tightened. All of the negatives are put in, and that's what it'll look like. Again, this is my main negative, and this is my main positive. I've labeled all of these what cell. It just helps me keep everything in order. All of these are crimped on here. And I'll start with cell 1. I'm connecting the BMS. This is 130 continuous amps with a 325 peak. So what I like to do is get that ground wire to go that way and my BMS to go this way. And now I'll start with these and I'll just go one at a time and put cell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Alright, it's a bit of a mess, but this first lead is all done, and it takes me all the way up to number 9. I like to keep all my leads pointing that way. Okay, it's a bit of a mess right now, but I have both of these hooked up. This one's here, and this one as well. And you can see that this is labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have them all labeled so that I don't have to test the voltage on all of these. And then I got down to the end here, and that's that. Okay, now that we have this mess, what I like to do is make sure everything works before I finish cleaning all of this up. It's super important that you have to put the black wire first, then you'll connect the red wire, and then you can touch any two cells or one cell, the positive and the negative together to start the BMS. And then I'll use my phone to make sure everything's good. Okay, so here we find the device via Bluetooth. Now I scroll down, I'll click on parameter set, go to fast settings. You'll set it to LiPo 4, 16 cell and 100 amp hours. Next you'll go to the voltage parameters and change total voltage protect to 58.4, total recover 55. We'll change the low voltage protect to 2.6. The low voltage protect for the pack 41.6, and then the recover 41.6. Next, we'll go to the current parameters and change the charge over current to 100 amp. And we'll change that delay from 5 seconds to 30 seconds. And then the discharge current to 300 amps. And we'll make that 15 seconds to match what the BMS is capable of doing. And then we'll change the charge over current to 100 amps. This is your regenerative braking and how much current your BMS can accept. Let's see. And then on the pack parameters, we'll change the physical to 100 amp hours. This is fully charged, so we'll make the remaining 100 amp hours. And then I was looking for the shutdown voltage, and it is in pack parameters. And then I'll change the shutdown voltage to 2.5. And that should be everything. And then you can see the unit voltage is within 1/1000th of a volt. You can see it's in purple right there. It's 1/1000th of a volt, and that's basically as good as you can get. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna clean all this up, and then I have these pre-cut pieces of shit. Just sit here on top like that. Okay, so you can see this is what a finished product looks like. I have it banded on top as well, and it's basically ready to go. Once it's in the box, I attach the battery indicator, which comes with a shunt, hot glue all the connections, put on my battery terminals, and that's basically it. Again, I'm Matt with Ocean Golf Carts down here in Mexico. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know if you'd like me to make any other videos. Thank you. Bye.